Hi Variety, I'd like to introduce myself. I am Tracy Mills and I'm the president of the Kangaroo Island Calisthenics Club. We were given a grant from Variety this year to help get our wonderful children over the state championships, which is it's like the grand final at the end. You know, you work so hard.
The Kangaroo Island Calisthenics Club has been around for over 30 years. Before we got the club up and going again about 7 to 8 years ago. And since then we've been varying from 50 to 60 girls. We do a set of routines. We do march, exercises, rods, clubs, dance and aesthetics. And the kids just love being on stage. It gives them so much confidence and they get to come together from all over the island. And every year we put on a concert to the community, as well as taking our older girls away to competitions in Adelaide where we compete against other teams around the state in our division.
Being on Kangaroo Island, it is a bit tricky to get there and can be very expensive.
Me and the two girls, we look at anywhere between $600 and $800 a year just for competitions, and then we have term fees on top of that and everything else.
The bushfire has affected the club in many ways, as well as the community. It put financial hardship on a lot of our families. There were families that were thinking of pulling out of calisthenics because they're just going to have this extra financial burden this year.
One of the things that we do as a calisthenics family is we do a lot of fundraising in order to get the girls away to comps. So with the fires on the island, it has just impacted our community so much. Obviously loss of homes and buildings and farms. Even the people who weren't impacted by the actual flames are still completely impacted by what it's done to our community. So loss of income, uncertainty about the future. We just really don't feel like we as a club are in a position to ask our families to give any money to help fundraise, just because the fires have put such a strain on the community as a whole. The grant that Variety has given us has been amazing that we don't have to do that this year, so we don't have to ask for more from our families.
Being able to waive the girls' fees or cover their comps cost has been huge. It's allowed them to be able to continue calisthenics. Also, there's a lot of pressure on our families to do fundraising each year, so it's taken that burden off of them as well, so they can focus on building their homes or their farms or their communities back up to where it was prior to the bushfire. The kids, it's good to get back to calisthenics, just be back to normal routine and not have to worry about what's going on outside. They know they can go to calisthenics, know their routines, know their job, know what's expected of them and have a bit of normality back in their lives.
So we're extremely grateful for this grant because we were nervous about how many kids were going to pull out of calisthenics this year due to financial hardship.
We wanted to say a really big thank you to Variety for the grant that they have given the club this year, because to be able to take the girls away and not have any financial impact on the families is absolutely incredible. So we are so grateful for that.
This grant is truly amazing, so thank you.